Yes, we're getting bigger and bigger. Welcome to DedSec.
Bang in. Hype to expose the bastards in charge, yeah?
Fantastic.
Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready.
Never just sit with yourself.
Fucking hell! A combat drone is on me!
Sit down and experience thoughts. Too loud.
The bug, nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum, yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bug Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Monsieur Bloom. My real name is, in fact, Andrew, and I live in, note this down, a deleted pseudo-reality of my own making, which is, in fact, the most densely populated place on Earth these days. Overcrowded, some might say. Joining me, as always, my next-door neighbour in the Netherlands of nonsense.
Get a search going.
Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is. What do I do? Alice, who the bleep is Alice? I am not going to tell you that. But you can just sort of sense it from the timbre of my voice.
Let's spin the wheel and find out where we're getting today's news from. Here. It's coming from here. I must get a new wheel with at least one other place on it. And the headline today, Alice, our borders are safe. We can all sleep easy in our well-bordered beds. 4,000 illegals were deported last month. These illegal people breaking the law just by existing. And of course, illegality is contagious. It can osmose through your skin just by standing next to an illegal person. So we've got rid of 4,000 of them. My question for you, Alice, is why only 4,000? Is that really enough? I will not feel safe until at least another 75 million people have been deported from this country, and I'm here in Britain on my own.
As a bleeding heart lefty, Andy, I would normally be outraged about this, but really I think mass deportation is a very handy way to break up with a partner. I'm sorry, baby, I love you, but this anonymous source has reported you for snoring really loudly in a French way.
So everyone out, no exceptions, Alice, not even you, it's for the good of the country, everyone out, unless you can prove that your family are in the background on the Bayeux Tapestry cheering on King Harold at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. Get out! Actually, that's not British enough. Unless you can show, unarguably, that your direct bloodline is untainted by anything since before the Romans. Actually, scratch that. Unless your direct ancestor was personally responsible for building Stonehenge, get out of my country. I guess when you look at it, you know, the best ways to stop immigration, apart from, obviously, the end of the world, to make the place you want to stop people coming to as unpleasant as possible. So,
Well, we absolutely are doing that, Andy.
well, you know, fair play to the government for helping us with that. Another option, extend the White Cliffs of Dover. They've been resting on their laurels for too long. Very inefficient, it turns out, as a means of stopping immigration. We need to extend them by about another 11,000 miles, a full wrap around Great Britain, and they could do with being about 1.5 kilometres higher as well for the special. Greasy coating to stop people clambering over the top or however they get in. Here's a quick joke for you, Alice, about immigration. Did you hear the one about the woman who went to the immigration processing centre and was never seen again?
No, Andy, I didn't hear that one.
Boom. Set up punchline.
Right. Get the hell out of here. Oh.
If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform. Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look. A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
He seems no scads about him, more than most.
Yeah, I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him. Pfft, he was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Ah, for God's sake.
Didn't find out he was a murderous prick until later.
So can you tell me a little bit more about how the retrofits are going?
This new project the director's presenting at the stage is a game changer. Can't wait to see it roll out. This is going to make our jobs that much easier and safer.
Yeah. You don't think it's going to make certain aspects of our job redundant, do you?
Not a chance. Director Cast takes care of his own. You know that?
Fair point.
Mr. Cass is paying top dollar to upgrade the museum as part of that security, as well as some general improvements. Example, there will be interactive 3D displays cued to the viewer's optic, and a ring for Albion to operate.
My word. I dare say it sounds like it's very much a passion project for Nigel Cass, isn't it?
Ah, that's exactly what it is. Albion has always cared about educating people, providing opportunities, and of course, protecting. In fact,
I heard someone saying dead sick.
They better not be. Just a bunch of terrorists pretending to have morals.
In the kitchen, on the right-hand side, with all kids. Yeah, so that's exactly what I said. You just gotta call him. Yep.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Fucking great.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
You know who hates Albion? People who know. something to make a delicious jerk pork. Delicious. If that ain't you, I know, I got nothing to worry about. Just keep going about your day and let the professionals do.
You been up there, Liam? There are some parts of this city that need a good working water. It's a heavy boost. You understand?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But there's always an element that's going to resist order, right?
Sure, but I thought we'd taken care of them long ago.
You mean DedSec? I've heard some talk on the street that they may be back in operation, but I'm not putting much stock in that.
I'm not sure. Some rumblings. Signs that they may be back in some form.
Well, if they are out there and stirring the pot, letting Director Cass has got a plan.
You mean whatever these eggheads are working on, I haven't heard any real details about.
No one really has.
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Sr.'s death.
Show me.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion become, quote, a mechanism for preventing unpredictable violence. It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on psychosis. For me, this raises concerns about Mr. Cass's fitness to run a multinational security company. But I cannot, at this time, make any recommendation beyond continued monitoring, especially considering that I have been asked to close this file.
Fuck me. Almost makes you pity him. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. He's a dickhead. Can't believe that's who's supposed to be secure in London.
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
I like this kind of better if you could give me a couple of lashes too.
Yeah, that thing can help.
Cool with that.
No, she's in the kitchen on the right.
Maybe I can bring up over the sharp British mind.
Will you let me finish? Right. Yes, it's in the kitchen.
How's it going? Seems a bit tense.
I thought that was easy before. Very nice, DedSec.
How are you getting on with those metrics? The deadline is coming up quickly. It wouldn't do to miss it. He's presenting to the stakeholders right now.
I know, but if I mess this up, the whole project...
Welcome to Project Themis.
Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, I promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defence Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Titus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
Attention, a building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document breach.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
Bagley, need an exit protocol.
The catacombs, fam.
Director Cass, I've been unable to reach the Commissioner's office.
He's stalling. Doesn't matter. It won't change anything. I won't allow it to change anything. Damn him. Yet another fool who knows what the right thing to do is, but lets emotions get in the way.
He's still scheduled to attend. Would you like him removed?
No. Despite all, we need to work with the official government. Send a security detail to make sure he attends. Dress it like a state privilege and sit him front and center at the meeting. He'll be key to my getting the others to fall into line.
Have I seen you?
Saw Nigel in action in there, didn't you? Man can be very, persuasive.
One way of putting it. And in other ways, he's fucking crazy. I doubt a secret project run by a megalomaniac like him means anything good for London. Shit. Bollocks. I don't like this at all, man.
Fucking hell. Albion's top secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, not risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.
On the other hand, I have to imagine... So there's that.
My bad.
If I complained that people were carrying big umbrellas to hide from the eyes in the sky so I could get them banned? Well, I probably could. I shouldn't even joke.
It's accelerating. That's a scary thing. They're saying we can start expecting. Hey, it's me. Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Yeah. Huh?
For real?
Oh, give us a fucking break.
So stupid. Bloody nuisance.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I told you. Yeah. Oh, no. No, so you just... Yeah, so that's exactly what I said. You just got to call him and...
Oh, don't worry, yes.
What is that?
I'm ending this now.
No movement during the scan. Come with me.
No, wait! This is wrong! You made a mistake!
Enough. You're under arrest.
Gun! Keep an eye out!
Right, let's spread out and look. Drone, initiate search.
Move on. Quadrant clear. Moving to assist. All clear over here. Moving on. Far.
They must have got away.
Imagine, probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or via Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors, who provide such a very valuable bargain service of beating people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported to It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts, Alice. I mean, are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it a set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? And what is that rate? What do you think?
They certainly look like they're trying to hit a quota of some kind.
Well, what is the set rate? Is it 99.95 cryptos bargain? It seems very reasonable indeed. I imagine they don't ask too much anyway, Alvin, because it's just so nice to get paid for doing your hobby anyway, isn't it? I imagine it doesn't even feel like work.
I mean, who needs violent crime anyway? You know, you can just starve to death without even starting a gang war.
We do have to ask exactly what does the Prime Minister make of all this. Let's ask him. Oh, I hope they pick up. Hello, you're through to number 10 Downing Street. Hello, is the Prime Minister there, please? Let me just check. Sorry, you've missed him. I'm afraid he's popped out for the decade. Oh, never mind. Is there anyone else I can talk to? Yes, of course. There's a shady cabal vested interest to control him and prop him up in power. Great, I'll have a chat with them then.
Oh, Andy, remember when you could get away with prank calls without people coming around to your house to beat the shit out of you?
Oh, happy times.
You're listening to The Bar.
Did you think the Prime Minister will ever come back?
I don't think we've ever had a Prime Minister.
Well, that's a much more reassuring way of looking at things. What have we become? Alice, when you look at the state of our politics, we're supposed to have the mother of parliaments. Well, this is one mother that has emphatically abandoned her kids in the woods to be brought up by wolves.
Be calm. Pretend I'm an old friend. People may be watching.
Fuck me, dead sec. All right, maybe you could help. Got myself in a bit of trouble.
Why don't you say what the problem is first? Then we see.
I've been helping some, you know, undocumented people avoid the deportation squads. I get them in touch with this underground group that keeps them hidden. Only lately they've been too well hidden, know what I mean? Like, they've disappeared, no contact. I don't like it.
Don't worry. We'll look into this charity. Make sure there's no funny business.
Bug off, and to get things going, I'm going to nominate Big Nigel. Nigel Cass, look, this is Britain. History tells us this. Bastion of freedom. I'm just not sure that that kind of freedom should involve Big Nigel expressing his freedom.
I traced his message history, and his charity contact was texting him from a known Clan Kelly hideout.
I do not think Clan Kelly are secret philanthropists. They are most likely running scheme.
Indeed. Pushing you the location so you can investigate.
Didn't operate its 250,000 strong army. In London. He did it a long way away, out of sight, out of mind. Anyone to nominate for the bug off, Alex?
I think today's bug off for me goes to my streaming service. I'm sick of being recommended things based on things I already like. The other day it recommended me to watch a reality TV competitive dating show set in a nude commune. Andy, I watched it and I liked it, and I do not want to be the kind of person who enjoys nude competitive reality television dating shows. I did not want to know that about myself. I have to go sit in the corner and cry.
That's it from the bug. Don't forget the live show that is so secret it is definitely not happening at the usual time and place this month. Definitely not, and definitely do not tell anyone not to come to it. It's definitely not happening. Usual time and place. Bye-bye.
Should doctors be holding down 2 or even 3 jobs? With NHS cutbacks and funding shortfalls, many are doing just that. Tune into GBB tonight for the full story.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using the Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom's Central Command Centre, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, it's a quick...
Hardly started, darling.
Did we actually need polar bears anyway? What do they really do? If I put optic on my dog, can I try?
You look ready to fight. Will you fight for London?
Shit, are you saying you're dead sick? I could really use your help.
Why don't you say what the problem is first? Then we see.
Look, I really needed the money, so I took a few moving jobs for Clan Kelly. Moving contraband. Across borders, you follow? It started as just cheese and booze and shit. Easy money. But then one thing led to another, and now I'm a gun runner. There's a big deal happening soon, and I've got to move it or I'm dead.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
I'm so in over my head here. I don't even know where to start cleaning up this mess. But if you could just take out that arms shipment, that would at least give me a little space to think. Think you can do that?
Okay, we will take care of this for you.
Cheers. If you help me out with this, I'll owe you one. A big one.
Ban courgette. I could take you banning courgettes. I'm happy with that.
Makes me feel important knowing that I'm being watched with everything I do, Andy.
Well, it's just not. It's reassuring, isn't it? It's like having an extra aunt.
This is the aunt that gets drunk at Christmas and vomits in the kiddie pool, right?
Get that on. This is the bug on the Buccaneer.
The bug.
Let's move on now to sport. Well, the closest thing we have to sport now, riots. I mean, riots are my favourite sport now, Alice, ever since they turned the Oval from a cricket ground into the immigration processing centre. And rioting is a great sport. It's fun for all the family. It's guaranteed action. It's pleasingly violent. I mean, I know the other songs never been, but
for long. Moving on. You're tired of running and you're tired of... Don't see anything here.
Wait, Jim. Oh, it's our asses. Everyone look for it. No one here. I'll check another area. Just come out. We know you're here.
Cross it out and
moving on. I'm ready for action.
Gonna keep moving. I'll let him Gotta track them down.
This, you're dead! You made a huge hook in this.
Yeah? Let's do it. Fuck you up.
You're beaten.
I need some cover. Don't got nothing to live for? Put down the turret.
Go to cover! Fuck! Just
Reloading!
go down!
Got a situation here. I need some cover!
I'm moving
Down,
in
have a
on
look.
this trail now.
Right. Hey, going for a look. Yeah, I'm gonna move in for a peep.
Lost sight of him. Want him found. Go!
Here.
Look around it. Yo, drone, start searching.
Giving me the run around. Drone, do a search on this spot.
Unable to locate suspect. Searching for suspect.
Got a call out. We lost the trail.
Engaging hostile target. Engaging target. Engaging hostile target.
There! I hear something.
We are on alert for any incident. Citizens, shit! Get out of cover!
Give yourself up. I'm moving up on him. Let's see what we got.
Fuck, they were right here.
I hit him!
Running out of patience. All over. Give it up.
Got them! Finding cover!
Get back up over here now!
Neutralizing hostile target.
Listen, you can still surrender, right?
Get the shelter!
Saw them going that way. Let's move. Anybody care to check that out?
I need cover!
I'm going in.
Find them. Tear the place apart if you have to.
Looks clear. Gonna check over there.
Get looking. You don't have
Yeah, no one here, but I'll keep looking.
Time to pick up where your teammate left off. I'm sure they'll thank you. Once they stop eating through a tube.
Thank God for free healthcare, I suppose.
Data beast. Why are data giants like Blue so hungry to get hold of us? Private information and our methods. What are they using? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep government confidential and Buckingham. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
augment it by working with technology, by improving your physical self, changing your body and the world around you, implementing more technology to extend your life and really sort of extend human capabilities.
You sound pretty much in love with Sky Larson, I have to say.
I can't comment on that, but I am a big fan of her work. She's been one of these people that has transformed the world around us, and just watching how her mind works from afar is pretty incredible, because some of what the technology she's introduced...
As we expected, a full-blown Clan Kelly operation. Looks like they're detaining undocumented immigrants on site for some reason. Suggest you rescue whoever's being held here, and then contact our friend.
Piss easy. I got this.
Fuck me.
Right, let's find this joker.
Nothing.
You need me to take that off, yeah?
There's a body down here.
My mistake. You pissed everyone off.
Hello, hello. Not answering calls anymore? Don't change nothing. Don't change the fact that it's getting to be that time, innit? I've been more than patient, more than understanding in this little matter, I think. If you feel like you won't be needing our services anymore, I'm more than happy to tell Miss Kelly you're off our list. Can't promise what won't happen to you, though. Lots of dangers out there in that dark, cold night. Your choice, though. If you change your mind, you know where to find us. Late fees do apply. Can't leave me waiting forever, can you?
We're being attacked. I will shoot you. Fuck me. This is
Yo, bring him back up. Find the toss pots. They're gone. We lost them.
There they are. Careful, Clan Kelly might be willing to kill them rather than let them escape.
I'm coming for you.
careful. Huh? No. What's that? I'll look this way.
Keep looking.
Right, get her out.
You hear that? Someone's fucking with that door, man. I hear shots. I know it is. This bomb's gonna fuck you up, cuz. Well off. I'm moving up on him. You see that stupid bomb?
Oh my god.
Spread out and find them. Go!
There. Once we're clear of the area, you can report on what we found.
Hi, I'm DedSec. You want to hear something fucked up? You work for Clan Kelly.
Clan Kelly. Fuck me, I should have known. But they have legit IDs. Not a single thing about them was bait.
If by human rights you mean human trafficking, then that's true.
Fuck. I should have known it was too good to be true. I just wanted to help out, you know? Make some kind of difference in this fucked up city.
So, do you want to fight? Not me, just in general. For DedSec.
You kidding? Hell yeah.
Trust someone recommending a movie that they watched during a breakup. Your judgment is impaired, Sally. I'll... make my own decisions.
I trust those polls as much as I would trust Mary Kelly if she came up to me and said, "Congratulations, Andy, you've just won a free holiday to the south of France in the back of this windowless van."
I think official polls are like the unsolicited dick pics that the government provides us. I didn't ask for it, I don't believe it, it's on an angle, you've artificially inflated it ahead of time, and anyone that falls for one deserves all the disappointment of trying to match it to reality. These polls are absolute rubbish, Andy. I read one the other day that said the plumbing in London was good, and it absolutely is not. I mean, what, we have this technology now where they can spy on my every bowel movement. There's a CTOS camera installed inside my underwear drawer. A media drone is scaring the birds off my garden bird feeder, and you can't get me consistently hot water.
Speaking of media drones, I mean, they're everywhere, clearly. The great thing, I guess, about media drones is that, as inanimate robots, they actually have more humanity, compassion and dignity than the human journalists we used to have to put up with, and a much more accurately calibrated moral compass. But it's the intrusion I can't stand, Alice. I'm in showbiz. Look at me here in this windowless dungeon. I'm in showbiz. And it's terrible for me, all these drones, knowing I'm being filmed all the time. Every day I have to make sure I cut my hair with makeup and not wearing clothes I've ever worn before. We all have crosses to bear.
Don't mess with me! You pisshead! You fucking fool!
Because of it. No more grumbling about your neighbours playing their music too loud. Just simply report them to the state and have them, shall we say, involuntarily rehoused at Hotel Cass, the chain of hotels that was formerly known as the prison service. What was the slogan? Is it, if you see something, say something, or if you think you might at some point see something, say something, or if you haven't seen anything but don't like someone, say something anyway. Well, let's have a look at this new app, Alice. I'm sure you've got it on your phone. I mean, at first glance, well, the interface is lovely. It's so neatly designed. A simple button to snitch on someone. That's so much better than non-government informer apps like Stool-Easy, Captain Harry or Northshire. I mean, look, I just need to geocache where the person I'm ratting on currently is. Let's call that for the sake of argument Alice.
Sorry, Andy, I was busy reporting you to the authorities for rolling your eyes when passing a Nigel Cass propaganda poster.
Could you not let me report you first, please? That's a decorum about this. I'll just take a quick little photo so they can get a drone to pick you out of a crowd at your next riot or trip to the shops or walk in the woods. And you can input your accusations with that. Let's go old school.
I'll start the briefing whenever you're ready.
How are you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
Check.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
Surprise, you twat. Between my work with 404 and tracking down Sky Larson's neural map nightmares, I thought I could do with a new workspace. I could do with your help as well. I just clocked a hit and run by a black cab. Happened a while ago, but the news ain't picking up on it.
Why should I care?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because all of London's black cabs are driverless, run by AI.
Clan Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X. Oh no. Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome. But what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
Or to get past Titus security.
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break into Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.
You should say that. Music apparently it was clear this
Let's call the phone line. Let's call the phone line. Here's the number, listeners, in case you want to adopt someone in, as long as it's not me. 0044-207-3832, and don't forget to get the permission of the person who pays your bills before you call that number.
Hey, I'd like to report my co-host Andrew, who runs an underground satirical anti-government comedy show.
Auto drive is not
Co-hosting an
available.
underground satirical anti-government comedy show. Also, he does terrible puns.
Well, excuse me, I have a suspect for you. That is my co-host, Alice. I have some evidence for you. She tutted audibly at the sight of an Albion vehicle on the street yesterday. She says she prefers pigeons to green drones. I mean, come on, seriously, where did a drone ever travel a picnic? And what's more, and look, I've no idea if this is true or not, but I have it on very good authority, so please write this down, that she owns not one, but two unlicensed fallopian tubes, whatever they are. But they sound dodgy.
If I had a crypto for every time someone had reported my fallopian tubes, I'd have 3. Sure, I think it converts to about 120,000 great British pounds in the old money.
We'll report back in the next episode about whether or not we've been arrested and interned. I mean, I love this system, Alice. I mean, no more ridiculous running the relatives or neighbours or colleagues or what the heck, in for a penny, your family. You just dock them in and be done with it. But I guess it could backfire. I mean, the thing is with a family, inevitably parents and their children, they end up squabbling and, it's your kids are going to dob you in, so you might as well get in there first and preemptively counter-dob them in to the authorities. What's that number again? Let's call them up again. Hey, I've got someone else. It's my son. Let's call him Norris. He never tidies his bedroom. He gets up late. He listens to illegal, non-government sanctioned music and is covertly plotting the downfall of the government and the restoration of a true democracy. Thank you.
Yeah, just to define all your household chores as patriotic. And if they fail to do them, dob them in.
Problem solved.
If you don't do the washing up, do you even want a clean British ethnostate?
This is the bug. Buccaneer. Well, before we go today, Alice, let's delve into what we most miss about the old days. I'm going to kick off with the flag. I never thought I'd miss the old Union Jack, but somehow our new flag manages to be even more irritating than that. I don't know quite what it is, if it's the new colour scheme, or if it's just that it symbolises the loss of everything we once held dear. But that flag irritates the hell out of me.
Was everything you ever held dear Scotland?
Well, that was something I held quite dear.
I miss being able to dodge my friends' destination weddings in Italy. There's nothing worse than being asked to spend the equivalent of a motorbike on some sort of boat-based Sorrento, and I always used to really enjoy saying, oh no, I can't afford it. Now they're all getting married in Brighton and I have to go to that alleged beach. It's made of rocks, Andy. If your sandcastle is an actual castle, that's not a beach.
I'll tell you what I miss free will. That was fun, remember that? I mean, was it an illusion all the time? Who cares? It felt fun. I miss cash, particularly coins. I really miss coins. The fun of doing a heads or tails best of 5 to see if you had to go to the gym, and then best of 7 and best of 9 until you won. That was a long losing streak. Now with crypto, all the romance is gone out of heads and tails.
I miss romance, Andy.
You're coming up on the Albion drone facility where the micro drone is being developed.
I hope it's worth the trouble.
It will be. You're gonna need to disable the security system protecting the R&D lab.
This is London Talk. You're listening to me, Cash, Buckingham. Your song
God!
I know I saw him somewhere around here.
That's a gun.
Where's my backup? Stay down. Is anyone still out there? We're definitely around here.
Sweep in the area.
We're gonna find you, and I won't be in a good mood when I do.
Security's down in the R&D lab. The plans for the microdrone will be in there somewhere. I've downloaded the schematics. You can leave whenever you like.
Someone in power tells you something is fake news. What is it?
Now that we have the schematics, we can make microdrones of our very own.
Better move fast on that, Bags. We need to get into Titus ASAP. Shut down Project Themis before Nigel decides to launch. And with what he was saying, we don't have much time.
Do we actually need medicine? If you today got diagnosed with a potentially fatal illness, would you not look around at the nation that we've become and think, hey doc, put your life-saving treatment down, I'm going to take this free one-way bus out of here. Now hold that pillow on my face until the twitching stops.
I just don't think we should think of it in such a...
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
Swap out anti-inflammatories for antacids. Swap out the iron lung for the aluminium lung. Swap out MRI machines for Mary machines. It's just as a lady called Mary telling you you're fine.
Obviously, critical shortages are as much part of our daily lives, our society and our culture today as things like football, music and complaining about the weather used to be in the old days. Food shortages, we just learn to live with them, don't we? And there's a lot of positives as well with all these food shortages. I mean, we were eating too much anyway. As a nation, the government's just helping us live healthier lifestyles. It's so hard to diet on your own, isn't it? You need the support of a friend, or a loved one, or a government, or a collapsing social infrastructure. Positive too, meat, very bad for the environment. So we're actually rebuilding the polar ice caps every time we use a scrap of lettuce. 3, positive 3, the human race had already contributed nothing more to be done with food. We've done that. We can tick it off. We've done it. I'll support the food anyway. I've been eating it all my life. You've been doing the same thing 3 times a day. You're bound to get bored of it. And also, final positive, no more meal times.
Drone, perform a search.
Frees up all that extra time. We're appreciating all the selfless hard work that Aldi's doing to keep us all safe.
Well, as you say, Andy, people are drawn to novelty, and everyone's had breakfast once. Why you gotta keep having it again and again?
Boring, repetitive, you are listening to the One. Well, another story that has come to the fore recently is that all European imports have been banned for public health reasons, which is great news. I mean, at least we can get ill-eating, good, home-produced, locally sourced, British, industrially unsafe food. That's something to look into. Public health reasons, those are